behaviors feel so mysterious, almost as if there is a hidden code guiding our actions? In today's journey into the mind, we invite you to uncover rare psychology facts that challenge what you thought you knew. Welcome to a voyage of discovery, where everyday thinking is transformed by surprising truths hidden in plain sight. Prepare to see your world with fresh eyes as we explore phenomena that reveal how our minds behave in ways you never imagined. Let's begin with the first revelation: the false uniqueness bias. Many of us believe that our qualities, especially positive ones, set us apart from others. Think for a moment about everyday situations like driving. Most drivers feel they are above average in skill and safety, yet statistically this is impossible. It's a stark reminder that our perceptions are not always based on the objective truth. Our minds trick us into believing that we are unique, while, in fact, our thoughts and behaviors are more common than we assume. This bias shapes social interactions and influences how we see ourselves. It challenges us to question our pride and the illusions of individuality that often cloud our judgment. Now imagine a world where even the tiniest among us, newborn babies, display an uncanny ability to read minds. Scientific studies reveal that babies can discern intentions from a very early age. They instinctively differentiate between someone whose actions are helpful and someone whose behavior might be harmful. This observation offers a glimpse into the innate human capacity for social judgment. It suggests that our vibrant ability to understand the world starts before words or learning ever come into play. The infant mind is a silent student constantly observing and interpreting cues with remarkable sensitivity. Moving further along our journey, we encounter a fascinating aspect of memory: its reconstructive nature. Contrary to the notion that our memories freeze moments in time, science tells us that memory is constantly rewritten each time we recall an event. Like an artist reimagining a scene, our brains alter details, small nuances that might shift our recollection ever so slightly. This phenomenon underscores the fluidity of memory and the complexity of how we construct our identities. Our lives are composed of stories we tell ourselves, each one gradually altered by the act of remembering. The idea that memory is not a perfect copy, but an evolving narrative forces us to confront the fallibility of what we consider our personal history. As we continue, another remarkable insight comes into focus: kindness in relationships. Across cultures and studies, a consistent truth emerges: kindness wins over superficial traits. In long-term relationships, traits like warmth, empathy, and compassion realizing it. This revelation reminds us to look beyond the surface when we encounter the everyday aesthetics of our surroundings. In our modern era, the myth of multitasking is pervasive. We frequently pride ourselves on our ability to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously. However, neuroscience reveals a surprising truth: what we call multitasking is nothing more than rapid task switching. Our brains cannot truly perform two tasks at the exact same time. Instead, we are constantly shifting our focus, which in turn decreases overall productivity and leads to more frequent mistakes. The allure of multitasking lies in the illusion of efficiency, but the reality is that singular focus often brings about deeper understanding and better outcomes. This insight serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes slowing down and dedicating oneself to a single task can open the door to enhanced performance and satisfaction. And then comes a curious phenomenon known as cute aggression. Have you ever felt an overwhelming urge to squeeze a puppy or pinch a baby's chubby cheeks? This isn't a call to be violent. Rather, it is a testament to the incredible power of cuteness. When our minds are bombarded with an abundance of adorable features, they respond with what appears to be aggressive impulses. This paradoxical response is known as cute aggression, a way for our brains to manage the intense surge of positive emotions. It is a quirky illustration of how our emotional responses can sometimes stray into the unexpected, offering a window into the playful complexity of human perception. There is also a phenomenon where having a backup plan, a so-called Plan B, can sap our motivation. The mere thought of an alternative safety net can lead us to invest less effort in our main goal. When our minds sense that the stakes are lower because we have a backup, we unconsciously let our guard down. This subtle shift in motivation reveals the delicate balance between fear and ambition. In our quest for success, understanding the Plan B effect encourages us to focus more intently on the present task. It challenges us to commit wholeheartedly to our primary objectives, driving us to achieve what we might have thought impossible without the distraction of alternative options. Now, let's delve into how we remember lists and sequences, a phenomenon known as the serial position effect. Have you ever noticed that when faced with a list of items, you tend to remember the first few and the last few elements more clearly than those in the middle? This cognitive bias is a critical insight for educators, speakers, and storytellers who strategically place key points at the beginning and end of their delivery. The serial position effect underscores that our memory is not a blank slate, but is structured in patterns. It teaches us that placement and timing matter, a lesson that extends beyond academic contexts to everyday communication and persuasion. Finally, consider the whimsical yet deeply ingrained cognitive bias known as pareidolia. This is when our brains create patterns and almost instinctively see faces in the most random of places, whether it's in drifting clouds, rugged rock formations, or even the charred surface of toast. Such a tendency may have evolved as a survival mechanism, allowing our ancestors to quickly recognize faces and read emotions. Yet, today, it serves as a delightful reminder of the vibrant interplay between perception and imagination. The fact that our minds are wired to interpret ambiguous stimuli as something familiar speaks to the inherent creativity woven into our mental fabric. Each of these insights challenges the conventional wisdom we hold about our minds and everyday behavior. They begin by questioning what we think we know about our individuality, demonstrate the complexity of our earliest judgments, and reveal the dynamic nature of memory. Through the lens of these facts, we see that our reactions to kindness, environmental stimuli, and even cuteness are influenced by deep-seated psychological processes. These revelations are not merely academic curiosities. They have real implications on how we interact, make decisions, and shape our personal narratives. Along this journey, a tension arises from the clash between our intuitive beliefs and the often surprising truths revealed by scientific study. We may feel comfortable with our assumptions until they are gently challenged by evidence that paints a different picture. This tension fires up our curiosity and compels us to re-examine everyday interactions. It is in this space of cognitive dissonance that learning occurs, where old myths dissolve and transformative insights take their place. Every fact we encountered invites us to rethink the familiar, making room for a deeper, more reflective understanding of our inner workings. While these facts stand on their own, together they weave a broader narrative about the transformative power of psychological research. The insights we've explored today show us that our perceptions are as malleable as they are intricate. They encourage us to continuously question, think, and explore the hidden layers beneath our daily experiences. Our journey through false uniqueness, infant mind reading, and memory reconstruction, as well as our confrontation with the myths of multitasking and the playful nature of cute aggression, has illuminated the masterful complexity of our minds. As we near the conclusion of this exploration, take a moment to reflect on the newfound perspectives you have gained. Consider how the understanding of psychological phenomena can reshape your interactions with the world. Every time you recognize the subtle influence of color, the quirks of memory, or the unexpected surge of love through kindness, you are acknowledging the deep power of scientific inquiry in everyday life. In the light of these discoveries, we are reminded that every day holds the potential for a deeper understanding. The myths we once took for granted have been dismantled by compelling research, urging us to reevaluate our mental processes with fresh eyes. This narrative is about transformation, a call to accept that knowing more about our psychological biases can empower us to live more authentically and harmoniously. As you return to your daily routines, carry forward the wisdom you have encountered today. Embrace the beauty of cognitive diversity and the endless capacity for learning that lies within each of us. Let these psychological insights serve as gentle reminders that our minds are both fragile and remarkably potent, capable of experiencing the full spectrum of human emotion. The journey of discovery never truly ends. With every new fact, we have an opportunity to become more aware, more empathetic, and more connected with ourselves and the world around us. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening expedition into the rare facets of psychology. Remember, every day holds a world of secrets beneath the surface of ordinary experience. Let these insights inspire you to look deeper and think differently about the forces that shape your life. Join us as we uncover these fascinating psychological phenomena that shape our daily lives.